Hi. Hi, today I'm going to be showing you the Redcat Everest 16, which I've just now purchased. Once you get it, it comes in a really nice box. And buying it off eBay like I just did, it came in this box only. There was no other box on the outside. Surprisingly, it actually was packaged really well and it was not harmed at all. When you open up your box, as you can see I've already opened mine up, you're going to find a plastic bag. It's going to have in it your instruction manual. This instruction manual is not an assembly manual. It is more about understanding battery packs, how to drive the vehicle, maintaining your Redcat vehicle. So it's more of an owner's manual on how to actually own and operate the vehicle. Closest thing to an assembly manual you'll get will be this poster right here. And it's a one-sided poster, so you can frame it, hang it on the wall. Looks beautiful. It has spare parts, optional parts, some more optional parts down here, including like different rims and such. And there will be a section with your exploded diagrams that can help you in assembly or disassembly of the product if you need to. Also in that plastic bag you'll find the antenna tube, a little short one there, like a coffee stirrer, and some kind of pigtail for the receiver, looks like. Not sure why that's in there. You'll have a white box. Inside that white box is going to be your controller. It's just a basic controller, nothing special. It does have some trim adjustments there that makes it nice. It has purple highlights. I guess that's a thing for Redcat racing that they do. Not sure why, but it seems to operate pretty well and feels like a hobby grade controller, as it should. You'll also receive a battery, a 7.2 volt battery. The little bitty, I don't know what this is called. It's similar to the Tamiya type plug, but it's a lot smaller. And then you'll have the truck itself. This one I've already taken the body off of. On that note, the body, it's a Lexan body, it's painted, it has the decals on it already. And honestly, I think they did a pretty good job. The decals don't have any bubbles. The paint has a really nice set of graphics to it. I'm not sure how they did that, if it's like, I forget what it's called, hydro dipped or something. It may be. But it's also pretty sturdy. Just by looking at it, it kind of looks like it would be something you could just fold in half, you know, like nothing. But it's actually pretty sturdy, especially these rear corners here. The truck itself has an aluminum chassis with aluminum suspension links. You have oil-filled plastic body shocks with an aluminum top. It has a 260 electric brushed motor, a little small motor. And the rims appear to be plastic with maybe an aluminum lock ring on there. I can't quite tell. It's pretty neat. These things are made to have an extreme amount of articulation, as it is a dedicated crawler. It's geared pretty low, seems to go pretty slow. I've played around with it in our living room, just a little bit, climbing over some pillows and stuff. And it's not bad. Picked it up for $100, shipping and everything off of eBay. For that price range, that's not too bad at all. The tires are soft but not sticky. They're perfect for playing around in the yard and such. I'm not sure how it's going to do on rocks. Now, an interesting thing I've noticed is that the axles appear to be two front axles. This rear axle, as you can see, I'm not sure if that focuses or not. It looks like it's actually made to steer, and you have an area where you could mount a servo. So I might do a little research, see what I can come up with to make this thing four-wheel steering. I like the colors on it, the black, and the fact that they use this kind of titanium, gold, bronzish type look. I'm not sure what color you would call that. I like that a lot better than some of the really ultra bright colors that you see on other manufacturers' products. And for what it's worth, there's a little waterproof sticker on here. Whether it's really waterproof or not, we'll see. Now, the Everest 16 is a 1/16 scale crawler. It's not a 1/10 scale. To give you an idea of what the difference is, I was definitely concerned when I was shopping this thing. I wanted to know how big it is. Redcat's website does give you dimensions, and thank goodness that's what helped me pick this out. But if you just want a visual, here is your famous trail honcho from Axial SCX10. It's completely stock. Still got the 1.9 tires and all, so you can tell the size difference right there. Pretty big size difference. Not sure how well that shows up. That looks. So you can see this guy's pretty small, but it has a lot of articulation, a lot of suspension articulation. This right here, the honcho is maxed out. If I go up any more, the back wheel is going to come off the ground, and the Everest is right there about its peak too. So as far as articulation goes, it's going to be right there with your stock 1/10 scale stuff. Now, why did I order a 1/16 scale? I'm not generally somebody that's going to pick out a 1/16 scale. I like the bigger stuff. I bought this for a specific project. See, I was digging around in my attic a couple weeks ago and I found this guy here. It's a 1950s, somewhere in there, Structo die-cast toy truck. I bought this about 10 years ago when I was doing a project for my dad where I restored an old toy of his that was the same thing. I bought this in a lot off of eBay, and it pretty much came in this condition here. It was maybe, it was busted up and chipped along the front. I filed that smooth. I think there's some pieces missing. Basically anything that was chipped or torn up, I just filed it off. And it also had like a clearance light back here. I filed that off. So this has just been hanging out in my attic for like 10 years. And I saw it up there and I thought, hey, I need to put that on something and make it RC. Well, it's way too small for the honcho. See there, it's way too small. So I got online and did some digging, did some research, and that's where I found on Redcat's website their actual wheelbase and width dimensions of this 1/16 scale truck. You can see the body width is going to be just about right, and the length of it just about right too, for me to make like a flatbed or a truggy style frame back here, similar to like the honcho has in the back. So that was the reason for purchasing such a small truck. In the meantime, doing some more digging around, I also found this little guy up in the attic. And if you're not into antique shops, or you don't go like to eBay and look up antique toys, you may have never seen something like this. I'm not sure the vintage. It's maybe 1940s-ish, somewhere there, or even 50s. Sheet metal. The wheels are what's considered, I think they call it a tin litho or something. It's actually a sheet metal stamped wheel. This came in the same lot as that truck, and I had no use for it really. It kind of looks cool. It's basically just spent most of its life in my family sitting on the mantle in the living room. But it's missing a grill, needs a little work, and the wheels are broke. So I just decided to throw it on here and see what it looked like. And man, when you put it against these other colors here, this thing just looks really cool. So I might actually buy another Everest 16 and build two trucks like this with two antique bodies. So I kind of would like that. But this little guy, I didn't really even plan. I kind of thought this body's going to be too small, but it looks perfect. By the time I make me a custom grill and mount this on here, cut out the wheel wells, I think that's actually going to be a pretty neat little project. So my next video, especially for you guys that are maybe shopping to see if you want to buy something like this, either for you or for your kids, I'm going to take this out in stock form with the stock body on it and just do some basic off-road stuff. If you're not familiar with what I mean by off-road, take a look at some of my other videos. You'll see I actually like to take these things out in the mountains and on real rocks, real snow, real mud and such. And I've noticed a lot of the videos with these little guys are not doing that. They're maybe indoors, playing around on some wood or some homemade trails. So I'm going to take this and try to make a really awesome video for you guys in stock form and let you see what it can actually do out in the mountains. So that being said, that's pretty much all there is to it. I appreciate you watching my video. Please subscribe. Have a nice day. Thanks.